standing for the presentation of colors. Please join me in a moment of silence. Gentlemen, please remove your caps and everyone join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Welcome, class of 2020, to a most memorable Oakland High School graduation ceremony. We also want to welcome our family, administrators, teachers, and guests. My name is Kason Bueller, and I have served as student body president this school year. What an honor it is to be standing before you all today as we celebrate our graduation from Oakland High School. Graduation Day is a time to reflect on our past, embrace our present, and look to our future. Eleanor Roosevelt once said that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. We ended our senior year in a memorable way, and now we have the opportunity to enter the world and make a memorable impact. We are able to grow from the lessons we have learned and truly cherish what is important. This moment in history is ours to claim, and our class has only just begun to make history in this world. Dream beautiful dreams about your future and then go and make them a reality. Our reality today is that we are here in person to celebrate the outstanding Oakland High School class of 2020. A class that is not only full of knowledge, but also great compassion and ambition. Thank you, and welcome to our graduation.
Before I begin, I would like to introduce our platform guests, starting with Director of Rutherford County Schools, Mr. Bill Spurlock, members of the Rutherford County School Board, who are as follows: Vice Chair Corey Young, Mrs. Lisa Moore, and Mr. Terry Hodge. Also, Rutherford County Commissioner, Mr. Robert P. While we are celebrating our 48th commencement, I am proud to say that our school campus looks great and our students and teachers have access to the latest resources and technology that any other school has and more. This is because our county commission and school board, despite unprecedented growth, continue to ensure we are not forgotten. And Commissioner P. and the school board members here tonight, we are thankful for your investment in our community. Also, because of the change in our location for tonight, it has required a tremendous effort from dedicated staff on our graduation committee. I would like to especially thank our counselors, including graduation coach, Mrs. Marcia Thompson, video and sound, Mr. Gene Hudson and Mr. Brett Inman, and the countless number of teachers and staff that answered the call to help and are located throughout the stadium here tonight. Also, Mr. Heath Ford with Alpha Lit for the signage on both sides in front and to the side of the stage tonight. We are proud to recognize the following students for 4 years of perfect attendance. Please stand to be recognized. Robert Huddleston. Lincoln Jones. Jess Perry. Sophia Roberts, and Sophie Turner. Thank you. We would also like to recognize and thank our students who have made a commitment to serve our country in the armed forces following high school graduation. Please stand to be recognized. Jason Burton, William Harrison, Ryan Kellogg, and Christian Ramos, Tennessee National Guard, Alex Rose, and DeAndre Johnson, United States Marine Corps, Nadia Alston, Anthony Miranda, and James Whedon, United States Navy. This is also the inaugural year for Oakland High School to have students earn an associate's degree in applied science through Motlow State Community College while also completing their high school diploma requirements. We had 3 young men achieve this milestone. Please stand to be recognized. Tyler Hujera, Caden Vanavong, and George Walton. Class of 2020, collectively, you've been offered over $8 million in scholarships. 314 of this class have met the eligibility of a Hope Scholarship, which is a 3.0 GPA or a 21 on the ACT. 218 seniors were enrolled in at least one dual enrollment course and have been awarded over 2,000 college credit hours. You will notice on the scoreboard 24 points for the Patriots. It represents how many times we as a school and a community have visited this stadium during your 4 years and watched our Patriots never lose a game. However, to me, it's more than football. It represents a championship mentality that I've seen in so many of you as you have refined skill sets in athletics or the classroom during your time at Oakland. Whether I've seen you compete in swimming, soccer, basketball, tennis, archery, cheerleading, or performed in concerts or plays like Matilda, in academic or career education contests through DECA, automotive, mechatronics, FFA, or HOSA, to name a few. It has been an honor to watch you grow in these endeavors over the past 4 years. You have represented your school and community with pride, and we are grateful for your contributions as an Oakland Patriot. Parents, I want to personally thank you for entrusting us with your children and partnering with us to help prepare your child for the next phase of their life. Our commitment to you at 9th grade orientation 4 years ago is that we would leave here, your child would leave here better prepared than when they came, and I hope you can say we have accomplished this goal. Class of 2020. To quote Oprah Winfrey, your life journey is about learning to become more of who you are and fulfilling the highest, truest expression of yourself as a human being. Remember that while you move on from here tonight, we will always be cheering you on every step of the way, because once a patriot, always a patriot.
From the minute we were born, we all wanted to be something, strive to be something, know something. Look around you. Though we are different, we had that in common. We had the same realistic goal, to be something. To accomplish that goal, many paths were taken, many challenges were faced, and many sacrifices were made. Now, you are something, a graduate of the class of 2020. Be proud of yourselves. Those paths taken weren't straightforward. Those challenges faced aren't passable, and those challenges and those sacrifices made aren't reversible. Despite all those obstacles and struggles everyone faced to be here today, you made it. You made it because you knew. You knew you had to prove yourselves to those who doubted you. Today, you begin your path to knowing what to be next. Some of you might have figured that out, yet some haven't. But we all share one thing. We know that we have yet to be someone else, something bigger. As we transition into the next stage of life, whether it is chasing our dreams or figuring out what path to take, let us never stop to continue to be someone more, someone that we will look up to. With knowledge of the past, we are able to shine our footsteps forward. Let us remember what we were yesterday, who we had yesterday, and who brought us to this day. When I started Oakland, I didn't know anyone, but I did know that I had a purpose of being there. I could have gone to an easier school with people I knew, but I took on a challenge. As I progressed through the years, I noticed that I was one of the few Black people in my honors, advanced honors, and IB classes. This was a lot to take in, solely because I was different. Even though I was different, I didn't let that stop me from making it to where I am now. I knew that I wasn't going to let my skin color or my background define who I was or who I was going to become. I stand here today for those who can't. I stand here today for those who weren't given the same opportunities as I was. And I stand here today to amplify my voice on the issues we see in society today. These issues have been here yesterday, today, and will be here tomorrow. Knowing that, use the resources and education you receive today to be the change you wish to see in the world. As for me, when I stand in front of you, I remember my parents who sacrificed their lifestyle in Ethiopia so my brother and I could have an education. I remember those who stuck by my side each and every day and supported me. And most importantly, I remember God for protecting me through these challenging 4 years with his guidance. Throughout my high school career, I learned to continue to be someone more, something more. Now, as a first-generation immigrant attending Vanderbilt University in the fall of 2020, I know that wherever life takes me, I won't forget what brought me here, because without my culture and community, I wouldn't be standing in front of you. I'm sure all of you know where you came from and who brought you here. So lastly, I'll leave you with this. As one wise person told me, remember where you came from, for he who doesn't know where that is, doesn't know where he's going. Thank you.
The great philosopher Andy Bernard of Dunder Mifflin once said, "I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them." I think there is truly no better way to sum up our senior year than that simple sentence, and that is because it is true for so many of us. Like most of you, I spent a good portion of quarantine, aka Coronacation, wishing that I had better appreciated what I had all along. This feeling of self-pity and a good slap in the face from my sister forced me to stop and reflect on all I should be thankful for and all we were able to accomplish. Because, if I'm being honest, Sitting at home feeling sorry for myself, whining that my senior year was ruined, was most likely not the best thing to do with all this extra time I had on my hands. It is much more important that we understand, with all of the bad that has happened this year, we cannot afford to forget the good. Here are the things that stood out to me when I looked back on our good old days. Winning our first Spirit Stick as freshmen, our football team's state championship win, tailgates, crowning Shanam Homecoming King, and our student council raising nearly $2,000 for the Alzheimer's Association. I realized that there was so much that we were able to enjoy. One of the biggest things that high school taught me was to step out of my comfort zone and embrace who I am as a person. If you were to tell 15-year-old Kaysen all that he would do these past 4 years, he probably wouldn't believe you. I achieved my goal of being valedictorian student body president, made friendships that I know will last a lifetime, and I left my mark here as a patriot at Oakland High School. I learned to not take things for granted, to party it up and have a good time, to appreciate the little things, and to be thankful for all of the memories we were able to make along the way. The same can be said for each and every one of us. Our freshman selves could never have foreseen all that we were capable of accomplishing. I can't stand up here without thanking the people who helped me along the way, so first and foremost, I want to thank God for getting me through these tough times over the years. I want to thank my friends for always gassing me up, supporting me, and putting up with my loud mouth after all this time. Thank you to my teachers who pushed me and taught me, specifically Ms. Hayes and Ms. Tucker. You'll have no idea the tremendous impact you have had on my life. And the biggest of thanks to my family. Thank you, Dad, for always being the first to believe in me, reminding me that I have a gift and need to use it, and for making my breakfast every single day. Thank you, Mom, for always loving me, staying up late while I do my schoolwork, and packing my lunch every single day. And thank you, Cameron, for being the best big sister, role model, and friend. I love you all so much. With all of that said, I think it's safe to say that our 2020 vision may not have seen any of this coming. However, I encourage all of us to take a page out of Andy's book and not only look back on the good old days, but also appreciate them as we live out what will eventually become the good old days in our next phase of life. Thank you.
Congratulations. We actually made it, guys. I'm so happy we're here, and I know everyone else here is too. I want to share with you guys what this experience has taught me. During quarantine, this saying kept coming in my head. I'm sure we all know it. Life is what you make it. Honestly, given the circumstances, it really annoyed me. I would think to myself, what can I do sitting at home all day? What can the sick people make out of their life right now? What is there to make out of this? I thought about this a lot, and I ended up looking up what the word life meant. Basically, Google told me life is what distinguishes us from inorganic matter. Well, I thought to myself, if I am not a rock, then why am I a human? One night, I was sitting in my bed thinking this when I felt God reveal something so simple to me. I'm a human because I have life. Duh. But because I have life, I can live, and the purpose of living is to love. My entire existence is not based on what is happening around me, but the way I chose to show love despite it. Life is what I make it, not what around me is making it seem. This virus has taught me to love things so much more. I love my granny more because I feared for her life. I love my family more because I figured and thought what it would be like without them. I love my friends more because I know what it's like to live without them. I love healthcare providers, grocery workers, restaurant owners, UPS workers, and everyone else who stayed working because they kept us living. I love my teachers and classmates more because I know what it felt like to not say goodbye. I love hugs more because I know what it felt like not to give them. I love America more because I feel lucky we have hospitals. I love church more because now I know what it feels like to not have the choice to go. I love freedom more because I know what it felt like to be trapped. And most importantly, I love my life more because it was spared while so many were not. I hope that just like me, you can learn to love things that didn't even know could be loved, and you love the things you already loved a lot more. I hope that we continue to live our lives in love because love will cast out all fear, love will cast out all hate, love will cast out all uncertainties, and our ability to love sets us apart from being a rock. Thank you all so much. I love you all. All glory be to God. And shout out to my 92-year-old grandma from streaming this from home.
When students graduate and are faced with the uncertainty of the real world, all of them are looking to succeed in life, whether by getting their dream job or starting a family. It would be easier if there was a set of rules to follow, but that's not how life works, and frankly, it would be boring. That being said, some things could help. While most people would say that I have limited life experience, here's what I have learned. Hard work matters. Working hard for what you want and never giving up is how you become successful. It won't be easy, the best things never are, but it'll be worth it. The people who you surround yourself with are also important. People like my mom and family. People who are there for you without fail and give you unconditional, never-ending support. One last thing that could help you on your road to success is remembering not to limit yourself to how you or others think you should live your life. Take chances and reap the benefits of living your life to the fullest.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Elizabeth Elise Hughes, and I'm extremely honored to be recognized as one of 8 valedictorians in the class of 2020. First, I would like to thank God for his overwhelming love that has kept me motivated throughout my entire high school career. Next, I would like to publicly thank my mom and dad. Thank you for all of the sacrifices you have willingly made over the past 18 years so that I would always have what I needed to succeed. You have always believed in me and motivated me to be the best person I could possibly be. You both exemplify wisdom, patience, and forgiveness to me daily, and for that I am eternally grateful. If one day I can be even half the person you are, that would be one of my greatest achievements in life. I love both of you more than you'll ever know. Next, I would like to thank my school mom, Miss Jennifer Dillman. For the past 3 years since she first arrived at OHS, this woman has only ever had my best interests at heart. She has exceeded the traditional duties of a teacher by providing a safe place and a home away from home. I am tremendously grateful for the lessons she has taught me that go beyond a textbook. To Ms. Bridget Carlson, you are the kindest teacher I have ever had. You always made sure every student of yours knew they were loved and appreciated. You always say how you're so lucky to have students like us, but we're the lucky ones to have an educator like you. You may have only been my teacher for 2 semesters, but you've made an impact on my life that will last forever. To my friends, thank you for making my high school experience so memorable. I struggle with the thought of us going to different colleges, but I find comfort in a quote a wise man once said, "True friends are never apart, maybe in distance, but never in heart." I love all of you so much. To COVID-19, I think I can speak for the entire student body when I say that you ruined the moments that we've anticipated our entire lives. You took away the final time we had with each other, and we will never be able to get that back. Everyone think back to Friday, March 13th. Do you want that to be your last memory of high school? I know I don't. So let's just take a moment to let this sink in. This is the last time, for the rest of time, that we will all be together at the exact same place and at the exact same time. Let this be our final memory together. Despite the negatives, there is one thing we can thank COVID-19 for, helping us realize just how lucky we are that makes saying goodbye so hard. Now may the rest of our lives be the best of our lives. Once a patriot, always a patriot. Go Pats.
Fellow graduates, family members, and staff, it is an honor and a privilege to stand before you today. Ralph Waldo Emerson was once quoted as saying, "It's not the destination, it's the journey." Today we have reached our destination, our graduation ceremony. But this day is simply a celebration of our journey the last 4 years. 4 years ago, we walked onto this campus as scared freshmen with no idea what was in store for us. But with the help of our loving family members, encouraging friends, and amazing teachers, we have become the strong and resilient seniors we are today. The IB program has helped me accomplish this in my life. This program has taught me how to be a balanced and caring individual and has given me some of the best friends I could ask for. And I've had the opportunity to learn from what I believe are the best teachers on this campus, even if I still don't understand calculus. Another part of my journey, and I'm sure the journey of many of my fellow classmates, has been the various clubs, sports teams, and activities we have been a part of.
Through these experiences, we have learned how to be leaders and the importance of doing the right thing when no one is watching. I have learned these lessons personally as a member of the swim team these last 4 years. I have had some of the most amazing teachers and coaches who have always had my back. I have also learned the value of hard work and determination when you are trying to reach your goals. It may have seemed like our journey came to a stall these last few months, but I know this time has only made us stronger. We have learned to savor every moment because you never know when it might be your last. And we have learned the value of an amazing support system, including our family members and friends that have helped us through this hard time. So I hope that as we leave these four walls, we will never forget the things we have learned on this journey, even if we have reached our final destination. Thank you.
I would like to start off by wishing congratulations to my fellow classmates. The people I've been surrounded by these past 4 years have made it an unforgettable journey. To be honest, trying to come up for a topic for this speech was pretty difficult. After hours of brainstorming and not being able to come up with one, I decided to just talk about one of my favorite Oakland memories. This one happened senior year during the most boring section of the English curriculum, poetry. Mr. Nance told us that we were going to have a week-long poetry seminar where we had to write our own pieces. To me, that was not appealing at all. However, after the first day, all I wanted was to go back and finish that poetry seminar. We had combined with another English class, and we were with people we barely knew, yet it was such an open environment. Everyone could share their feelings, their passions, and really just anything they wanted to tell. On the final day, we had an open word where people could share what they worked on all week. People got out of their comfort zone, they were emotional, some were sharing feelings that they had buried inside of them, and this was a moment when you could see everyone being passionate about something. Everyone had their own story to tell, and I truly believe the people at Oakland are what made my high school experience special. And it wasn't just this one poetry seminar. It's in all of my classrooms that I am surrounded by people who are so diverse in talents and passions, including the teachers who have made the classroom a comfortable place to share these things. We voice our opinions when we want to, and because of this environment, I was able to express who I am. I found myself. I became more confident in myself and learned to love the person I was becoming. I learned the importance of being kind and open to everyone because that will never hinder anyone from becoming the person who they themselves will finally accept. The people around me have made me a better person, and I'm extremely grateful for that, so thank you, Oakland.
Fellow graduates, although there were a few complications to finally making it here today, all of you have proved you are capable of overcoming the hardships of high school and life itself. Each of you have made astounding accomplishments within these past years. To highlight some, you have gotten the 30 you wanted on the ACT. You have performed your best in the last game of the season. You have defeated your personal goals. You will serve your country. You got the college credit you wanted. You got into your dream college, and you have made it to graduation. We have all experienced the highs and lows of high school to make it here today. Some of you say you loved high school, and some of you say you cannot wait to forget about it. But we cannot discredit the experiences we have had together within these past 4 years. We have lived through the tragedies of social isolation, not realizing that that fateful Friday was our last. We have enjoyed attending the state tournaments for our athletic programs and watching the performances of the fine arts. We have participated in multiple extracurricular programs to enhance the school's environment, and we have completed all required courses to progress ourselves to the next chapter of our lives. We also cannot discredit the memories, both good and bad, we have all had. Some of us have written our best essays in English class, knowing they are New York Times worthy. Some of us have celebrated our accomplishments in passing the midterms we dreaded every semester, always sighing in relief that we made it through them to enjoy winter break. Some of us enjoyed the pep rallies for our fellow athletes, all cheering for the spirit stick. And some of us learned a new skill while social distancing, as I know a lot of you are professional TikTok dancers by now. Whatever memories you may have, I hope you cherish them and never forget how they made you into the person you are and the person you will become. Hopefully, most of you have obtained new skill sets for your future careers through your pathways. Some of you will become mechanics, health providers, performers, engineers, veterans, teachers, and so much more. I can only hope that high school has aided you in deciding what you choose to pursue after tonight. You may have realized a math career is not for you after you failed a math test. You may have realized that you really like learning about psychology or history or science. Whatever it may be for you, I hope you can reflect on your experiences from high school to prepare yourself for the next step you will take when pursuing your passions and dreams. I know you are all waiting in your blue or red gowns, eager to walk across this stage, but I want each and every one of you to do me a favor. No matter what you think of your high school experiences, I want you all to think of one thing you have learned in your last 4 years of high school. I know you might think this is silly, but humor me. Now that you have that one thing on your mind, I want you to remember that this something will be important in your future life. No matter what that something is you are thinking of right now, you will not regret learning it. This is the significance of high school, to prepare you for your future self and to provide you with the measures to thrive when life hits you hard. With that, I will leave you to decide what you will do next with that something you learned. Farewell, class of 2020.
In order to preserve the dignity of the ceremony, we ask that you hold your applause and remain seated until the end of the presentation. Mr. Marshall, I present the Oakland High School class of 2020, which has fulfilled the requirements for graduation as set forth by the state of Tennessee.
Jacob Allen Armenta. Dominique Ryan Bransford. Brian Philip Gerber. Derek Jean Kerr. Jayla Lamise Peebles. Vimnet Alamayo Argo. Allison Elizabeth Baggett. Caitlin Nicole Baltz. Zachary Robert Barkley. Jennifer Lee Barnhart. Brooke Alexa Burchard. Ivy Lee Chambliss. Mariah Dion Drain. James Mason Dye. Isabella Ann. Isabella Foy. Isabel Dalia Galindo. Elisa Gabrielle Gaskins. Samantha Angeli Guzman. Brianna M. Hampton. Caitlin Elizabeth Harper. Rhiannon Avery Genesis Hart. Laura Madeline Hawkins. Catherine Ann Huddleston. Ashlyn Brooke Martin. Elizabeth Grace McClard. Caitlin Elizabeth Monin. Sophia May Roberts. Ellison Kiriana Salvig. Carissa M. Smith. Hannah Grace Sully. Joseph Reese Taylor. Hannah Rose Teeters. Dax Watson Timmons. Emma Grace Warren. Ellen Izu Wee. Natalie Page Wilson. Sarah Ann Zimfer. Christian Michael Akins. Edwin Giovanni Alcantar. Jessica Dawn Alcorn. Suze R. Ali. Kaylee Grace Allen. Sean Lee Allen. Nadia Alston. Dorian Deshawn Anderson. Andrew Clark Arnold. Hunter James Ayers. Santiago Barrios Portillo. Tanasia Brianna Battle. Alexis Nicole Batts. Jakir Deshawn Bean. Joe David Bell. Darcy Marie Betts. Aaliyah Marie Billiot. Avesta Salim Benet. Cameron Michael Bingham. Cameron Christopher Bingoff. Elizabeth Suzanne Blankenship. Elizabeth Wynn Blankenship. Abigail Rose Bledsoe. Nicole Blake Vargas. Antasia Imani Bolden. Zoe Marie Bondurant. Lakeland E. Boone. Yoel Chul Both. Abigail Joe Bauma. Keith Antoine Bowers. Keetwan Darnell Bowers. Ava Cassandra Bozeman. Charles Christian Bozeman. Caleb Cole Brown. Jordan Tyler Brown. Caitlin Brown. Kiaria Elon Brown. Landon Cade Brown. Shauna Nicole Brown. Truth Mariana Brown. Nathan Tyler Bruner. Seth Martin Broyles. Anthony Renee Boo. Quentin Savalas Deshawn Businski. Robert Kason Bueller. Joel Sula Bukasa. Jason Everett Burton. Aaliyah Kara Brunson. Abigail Aaron Butera. Harold Eduardo Kawanzi Tonix. Rebecca Hope Callis. Gabriela Campos. Brianna Trenice Carney. Charles Monroe Carson. Shayla Isabel Cathy. Toby Samuel Chapman. Alexander Jesse Childs. Vanessa Aurora Cisneros. Maggie Grace Clark. Jane Elizabeth Clough. Erica Dominique Collier. Juanquisha Quiche Collier. Savion DeMontez Collier. Zachary Constantinescu. Caitlin Correll. Laurel Grace Cotton. Sarah Lynn Cowart. Tyler Ryan Cox. Wyatt Alexander. Jacob Allen Craybill. Joseph Lorenz Chrisman. Justin Blake Chrisman. Cressida Beatrice Cruzado. William Vincent Chipalve. Kenneth Dwayne Cummings. Joshua Greg Curry. Al Sadiq Dabchi. Aaliyah J.C. Davis. Delaney Sue Davis. Ayana Amaria Davis. Kendall Allison Davis. Rachel Elizabeth Davis. Samuel Powell DeMumrian. Madeline Grace DeWitt. Jackson Franklin Diamond. Aaron Matthew Diaz. Catherine Cheyenne Deal. Lily Nicole Dixon. Dodd. Stephen Nicholas Donahue. Imani Chantel Dukes. Wesley James Earls. Thomas Fount Edwards. Keegan Grace Ehrenberg. Cameron Tate Elliott. Michaela Elise Elliott. Jalen Armani Ellison. Luke Lee Enoch. Yadira Esparza. James Robert Evans. Jose Gabriel Feranas Safantes. Brianna Lauren Fee. Dylan Kale Fickus. Daisy Madison Finch. Emma Kayla Flood. Sean Cedric Foley. Jadiah L. Alish Fondren Johnson. Jordan Alicia Fondren Johnson. Lisette Franco. Caleb Andrew Freeman. Lazaria Ernest Frierson. Naquasia B. Gaines. Kamon Lamont Gamble. Luke Dalton Gant. Anna Laura Garcia Navarro. Jose Armando Garcia. Crystal Cheyenne Garrett. Laura Amber Gerke. Jasmine Lee Gentry. Caitlin Alberta Ann Geroy. Sophia Marie Giles. Dejan Nadif Glaster. Jadalyn Alicia Goff. Martasia Gooch. Kylie Michelle Good. Brianna Renee Gordon. Gloria Estefania Granil. Mandrell Jotarius Grant. Amelia Joy Graves. Dalton Hogan Gray. Brandon Leonard Green. Joseph Hezekiah Douglas Green. Rain Lateria Grider. Haley Michelle Gross. Amy Elizabeth Hall. Anna Maria Hall. Presley Elizabeth Hamby. Brittany Michelle Handley. Abanoob Eid Hannah. Alexandria McKenna Harris. Michaela Madison Harris. Jakaria Lachelle Harris. Zion Anthony Harris. Logan Tate Harrison. Jonah Wyatt Harvey. Alexis Marie Hawkins. Kylie Nicole Helton. Hector Alejandro Hernandez. Isel Guadalupe Hernandez. Leanna Nicole Hernandez. Deani Lynn Hickman. Tracy Olivia Hill. Luke Colby Heyer. Anna Marie Hogan. William Russell Holder. Mikhail Levon Holman. Ryan Haley Holmes. Landon Blake Holt. Phoenicia Ariel Horton. Colby C. Howland. Nicholas Tate Howland. Heath Parker Hubbard. Robert Colby Huddleston. Shelby Ann Hudson. David Elijah Hughes. Elizabeth Elise Hughes. Carissa Suzanne Hyde. Camcorn Nixon Inthabong. Brendan Sean Jackson. Jory Lamonte Jackson. Ashley Grace Jackaway. Hannah Elizabeth Jakes. Brooklyn Elizabeth Johnson. DeAndre Frenique Johnson. Riley Morgan Johnson. Tony Connie Johnson. Corel Ariana Jones. Daniel Austin Jones. Javante Darnell Jones. Joshua David Jones. Lincoln Eli Jones. Thomas Daniel Jones. Joseph Bruce Jordan. Yamilet Alina Juarez. Lauren Elizabeth Jungi. Mohammed Kanakria. Yusra Hussein Kanakria. Keegan Kane. Garrett Thomas Kaiser. Ryan Scott Kellogg. Aubrey Cirrus Sage Kieris. Evan Wesley Kincaid. Jude Montgomery King. Lauren Catherine King. Matthew Jacob Kustra. Owen Wesley Krug. Cade Patrick Kubley. Caleb David Lacey Ollinger. Justin Cameron Lane. Margot Carolyn Leskinen. Campbell Grace Lester. Philip Ransom Lester. Devon Giovanni Locklear. Jose Belen Lopez de Leon. Christina Erica Lukes. Ethan Scott Lyons. Idris Avante Lee Lytle. Jermesia Laquise Majors. Isaiah Emmanuel Maribel. Caitlin Taylor Marcos. Tyler Evan Marcos. Laura Valentina Marquez. Catherine Nicole Martin. Sasha Monique Martinez. Abigail Leona Noel Maxwell. Jesse Lee Maynard. Evan Carter McAteer. Annabelle Loretta McBee. Hannah McClanahan. Stephen Chandler McCrary. Diare Trayvon McDonald. Antonio Stefan McGowan. Kaylee Elise McIntyre. Sierra Paige McKinney. Kaylin Ivana McNuckles. Kalayla Denise McLean. Stella Ray Bisk McPherson. Jayshawn Malik Menifee. Guadalupe Leja Mendez. Grace N. Metry. Jacob Harris Meyer. Stephen Anthony Michelizzi. Corey Lee Mullane. Joshua Edward Miller Jr. Anthony Tyler Miranda. Cecilia Marie Mitchell. Brianna Robin Montgomery. Brandon James Moorhead. Cody Michael Morrison. Reese Edwin Morrison. Anastasia Christine Morton. Bennett Alexander Morton. Taylor Adrian Morton. Kyle William Mosier. Colin James Mostowski. Anulak Alex Munpantabong. Amari Michelle Myers. Colton Douglas Dew. Kaleo Alexander Navarro. Connor James Newberg. Zoe Elizabeth Nicholson. Danielle K. Niles. Luke Kyle Norad. Shelby Faith Nye. Ireland Riley O'Neill. Nicholas Cole Odom. Nathan Lee Oki. Kenneth Orso III. Scarpel Ortega. Michelle Alexandra Ortiz Bedoya. Ashley Marie Osei. Betzabe Obaji De La Roca. Kyla Lynn Overton. Cirilla Summer Parker. August Orion Parrish. Denasia Rayvon Parrish. Eden Michaela Parsons. Priya AJ Kumar. George Alexander Patterson. Kyla Paris Patterson. Elaine Sophia Pierre. See Robert Perry. Kayla. Emily Lee Pomplin. Julianne Elizabeth Potter. Cameron Patrice Proctor. Alexander Puak Vasquez. Harrison Polito Alcudia. Ivan Yahir Quazeda Segura. Drayvon Mikhail Rainey. Daniel A. Ramirez. Richard Peyton Bryce Randolph. Ronnie Edwards Rankins. Star Angelique Ramsey. Natalie Dayer. Bailey Kongnapa Savong. Caitlin Elise Reed. Reyes Munoz. Jacob Michael Reynolds. McKenna Grace Reinhardt. Jordan Aaliyah Rice. Mahalia Nicole Riggins. Jackson Road Riley. Adrian Rincon. Patrick James David Rissler. Taylor Nicole Robinson. Zaria Colina Robinson. Ileana Lizeth Rodriguez. Lindsay Catherine Romine. Grant Thomas Sadler. Oren Vincent Sagman. Tabitha Marie Salisbury. Haley Jane Sanders. Shelby Ann Sargent. Michael Scarborough. Addison Lorraine Schmall. Deshauna Michelle Scott. Savannah Jade Scott. Kamaya Diana Scruggs. Jorge Segovia. Mackenzie Lane Shea. Gabriella Nicole Schultz. Kaylee Brooke Schutz. Kyrie Penny Ciara. Jada Alexandria Simmons. Colby James Sloan. Ralph Smith. Shakira Tatiana. Dayona Elise Smith Schussler. Jasmine Nicole Smith. Jalen Micah Smith. Kane Alexander Smith. Marty Smithson. Sarah Jean Smitty. Grace Snow. Chloe Lynn Snyder. Autumn Sky Spradlin. Justin Alexander Springfield. Jonathan Lamar Stafford. Marianne Steins. Jakayla Alima Stevens. Victoria Elizabeth Strobel. McCallum Stroop. Elias Reve Suggs. Kira Nashe. Tanatika Lene Swader Lewis. Eric Stanford Swan. Kevlin Sias. Jeffrey James Tate. Alea Tibbs. Bryson Matthew Tidwell. Carlos A. Tigg. Dale Patrick Tilley. Mary Simone Tilley. Riley Patton Todd. Caleb Price Trammell. Carly Suzanne Trammell. Bradley Michael Travis. Alejandra Gracilia Trejo. Hunter David Trent Ash. Lopez. Sophie Catherine Turner. Rachel Ann Umborger. Caden Van Cam Vanavong. Maria Fernanda Vargas. Annie Yolabeth Vasquez. Vasquez. Vong. Alexander Vong. John Bradley Vauder. Antonio Villagomez. James Matthew Boyles. Audrey Ann Wakefield. Alexander James Wildvogel. Karazan. Abigail Brooke Walter. George Michael Walton. Lisa Watkins. James Carl Whedon. Cadence Erilyn Weeks. Michael Thomas Wiedenheimer. Olivia Ellen Westfall. Andrew Thomas White. Elizabeth Rose Wittenberg. Caleb Scott Wilford. Jalen Xavier Willard. Jasmine Cheyenne Williams. David Randall Wilson. Jalen Cyril Wood. Anna Wilkes Rather. Angeline Neja Wright. Marshall Jameson Wright. Kamaya Zaviana Young. Erica Carolina Zay Montilla. Chloe Diane Zedwalk.
Seniors, stand and join in singing.
Near our city's northern border, reared against the sky, proudly stands our alma mater as the years go by. Forward ever be our watchword and prevail. Hail to thee, our alma mater, Oakland High, all hail.
You may now move your tassel. Congratulations, class of 2020.